So in this video, we are going to see that how do we use a TI-84 calculator to perform this row reduction operations on a matrix. So for example, say we have to reduce this matrix to row reduced echelon form. That is, we would try to transform these two columns to look like 1 0 and 0 1, and one of the ways of using it in solving linear equations. So here what we have is our first objective is to transform this to 1, and one of the row operations is we can interchange two rows, so we can swap these two rows. So if I want to use my TI-84 calculator, what I would do is this: go to second matrix, and then we are going to edit this matrix A to enter our new matrix. All right, so here what we have is our matrix has dimensions 2 by 3, so we'll put 2 by 3 over here. Okay, and then we shall enter these entries. Let me quickly do that for you. Okay, so here we go, and then we have 1 1 9. Okay, so here we go, we have 2 negative 1 3, and then we have a 1 1 9. So this is our matrix A. Now we would like to interchange the rows 1 and 2 with each other. So what I would do now is I'll go to matrix, then here I will go to math. Okay, and then the row operation commands are, unless you want to just do that as RREF. Here we have a row swap, and here we have row plus, and here we have multiplying a row by a number, and here we have multiplying a row by a number and add another row to it. So here let's choose our row swap option. Okay, so what I would do is, this is part C. So for part C, what we are going to do is this, that we can just go to alpha and say, where is C? C is right here. So it just, oh, I made a mistake. Just a moment. I should have quit out of this first. Okay, sorry about that. Now let me make sure that my matrix is staying what it was. Okay, so yes, it is in the original form. Okay, so let's go back. That's not really that big a problem. All right, so we are going to go to math, and remember the letter C was our option. So I went to this row swap, and what we want to do is that in this matrix A, so we will put the matrix A here. We would like to swap row number 1 with row number 2. Okay, and then we would store the result as our new A1. Okay, so as our new A, I meant, I'm sorry. So here, when we do that, see, these rows have been interchanged, right? Now our next target is what? Sorry, our next objective is what? To transform this entry to 0. So what we will do is multiply row number 2 by, sorry, row number 1 by negative 2 and add it to row number 2. So we will have negative 2 plus 2 will be 0 here, and rest of the arithmetic we will let the calculator do. Okay. So again, we want to multiply row number 1 with negative 2 and add it to row number 2. So let's go back to those math operations, okay, and see which operation will do that. So if we go here, you can see row swap. This is just simply adding a row. This is multiplying a row. So this part here, the option F, will multiply the row by a non-zero number and add it, add another row and do the replacement for us. So let's just go ahead and select it. Okay, so what we want to do first is that we want to multiply the row number 1 by -2. So the way I would write it is -2. That's what for the multiplication is. And where are we doing that multiplication? We are doing it on A. All right. What are we multiplying with -2? We are multiplying row number 1 by -2, right? And then what we are adding it to? We are adding it to the row number 2. Okay, so there we go. And now this is going to be our new matrix A. All right, so let's ask it to replace that by A. And here we go. So we have this matrix 1, 1, 9, 0, -3, -15. Now we would like 1 here. So an easy choice is multiply it by -1/3. Now remember this, that we had let me just, I think it was the choice D, D as in David, but let me just confirm here. No, it was not D. I'm so glad it's E as in elephant, that I can multiply a row by a non-zero number, right? And which row am I multiplying by a non-zero number? The row number 2. So I will choose this option here, multiply a row by a non-zero number. Now, what that non-zero number is? -1/3, right? And then where are we performing that operation? We are doing that operation on A. All right, and which row are we doing that operation onto? The row number 2. And then we will store that as our new matrix A. Okay, so when we do that, so we got 119 and this became a 1015 here, right? Now, next we have to do this. We have to transform this to a 0. So we will do this, multiply the row number 2 by -1 and then add that to row 1. So remember this, we just did an operation like this. That is, we multiplied a row by -2. Here we are doing that as -1. So all we have to do is recall this option here, which was the option F, as you remember from before. Okay, so what I would do is go to matrix, math, and then we will go to the, let's go to alpha. We want this guy F, and see, it brought that up here for you. And the sequence is written right here, that we are going to do this multiplication by 1. Where is the matrix? We are looking at the matrix A. Okay, and then which row are we multiplying by 1? The row number 2. And then what are we doing here? We are adding it to row number 1, right? And that is going to become my new matrix A. Okay, and there we go. We have the row reduced form 1 0 0 1 and 4 5. All right.